Welcome to this week's Teacher Devotion. Today I'm going to talk to you about dealing and letting go of anger. Ephesians 4:26 through 27, it says, "In your anger do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are angry, and do not give the devil a foothold." Some people believe that the best way to respond to anger as a Christian is to pretend that nothing was said or done, which is called denial. This causes a person to internalize the pain and the anger and thinking that they have forgiven by turning the other cheek, when in fact what they have done is sent their anger inward. As we walk in our forgiveness of stuffed anger, the weight of that anger becomes greater and greater. We may not consciously realize it, that we are really still angry. We may put on masks and pretend the offenses are forgiven, rather than walking through the full process of letting the offenses go completely. I've seen people grit their teeth and say, "Well, I've forgiven them," when in fact you can see the anger and the emotion on their face. As long as you're upset and as long as you're gritting your teeth when the situation comes up, you still have work in your forgiveness process. Forgiveness takes time, and you have to forgive over and over again until it's done. Jesus said that we needed to forgive 70 times 7. That's 490 times for one offense. I believe he said that because he knew it takes time, and we need to be stubborn about releasing our offender over and over again until we are truly free of the offense. The anger we stuff throughout the months and the years can become a boiling pot, and these issues will surface again somewhere else. They may surface by giving you poor health. They may surface by putting you into depression, which is often defined as stuffed anger. It may affect your relationships. You may misplace your anger and let other people have it when they didn't deserve it. You could even have God issues, like the inability to pray, or worship, or trust, or even serve God or others. The only way that you can rise above this stuffed anger is to begin to deal with each issue. Every wound has to be addressed. The offense needs to be opened up enough to let the infection drain out. And forgiveness takes time. We must forgive each time the offense comes to our mind. It's like a wound. You have to doctor it when it comes up. And the way you doctor an offense is by releasing the offender. You know that your finger when you cut it is well when it doesn't hurt anymore when you press on it. That's the way healing is from an offense. When you think about it, it doesn't make you tense up. It doesn't make you angry. Then you know that you are completely free of that offense. As we deal with these stuffed offenses, the Holy Spirit can bring complete healing even to deep wounds. As you seek the Lord regarding your offense, the Holy Spirit will guide you the correct way to deal with the issue, whether it's to speak to someone or just choose to let it go. These are some of the things I've learned in my walk of forgiveness. First of all, I learned to choose to assume that the anger I'm feeling and the offense I've received may be a misunderstanding. I need to get my emotions under control before I discuss the issue. And I need to make sure that I don't offend while I'm seeking my own healing, because two wrongs won't make a right. And when I confront someone, I want to make sure that it's not a misunderstanding on my part. That's the first thing I want to check. Did I misunderstand? I learned to use I statements. I feel. It seems to me, I was hurt when, rather than you did this to me and you did that to me. You did is an attack. I feel is sharing my need. Your meeting should be private when possible, because healing takes time, but don't get impatient. And don't embarrass the other person as you're trying to get your healing. And I choose to forgive someone because I want to be free. I don't particularly choose to forgive because they deserve it. And especially, I can't wait until they apologize. And I can't wait until they change. Because it's me that is in prison and I need to go free. The best illustration I've ever heard to show this is when they catch a monkey in the Africa. They will take a jar with a very small opening and put a peanut in it. They'll attach it to a tree. The monkey comes along, he squeezes his hand into the jar, takes hold of the peanut, but he can't get his hand back out because his fist is too large. All he has to do to go free is to let go of the peanut. But he refuses to. He's got that peanut and he's not going to let it go. Well, he thinks he has the peanut, but the truth of the matter is the peanut has the monkey. And all the trappers have to do is walk up, put a net over him, and carry him off because he refuses to let go of the peanut. The peanut is your offense. And as long as you're holding it with a tight fist, you are its prisoner. What you have to do is open your hand and let it go. And when you open your hand and you release it, then you go free. You can pull your hand out of the jar and you can escape. So your job today is to learn how to let go, to learn how to forgive even when they don't deserve to be forgiven. But forgiveness will set you free. I encourage you to give a lot of thought to this. Our prayer for this week is, Dear God, teach me the art of clearing offenses. Help me to become vulnerable enough to confront those who offend me, to enable my offender and me to grow much more like you. Show me when I am stuffing my anger, and help me, Father, to learn to release my offender. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a blessed week and have a successful year.